Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing. I don't need no help, I don't need opinions, so don't waste my time then. I just been living online.
Alright, so it's time to work on the Honda again. Last video we was telling you guys we got the most of the wires ran back into the cabin. There's still some wires out here, like over here and stuff, and we got the dash out of the vehicle so we can pull some of those back through if need be. But pretty much what we're gonna do today is we're gonna get started on running some of these wires up and under the fenders for the wire tuck. We're gonna run wires for the headlights, the marker lights, fans, stuff like that, and we're gonna go ahead and get these fenders placed back on the vehicle. That way we'll be one step closer to when we get the transmission. We can mount everything up and figure out where our motor mounts need to go, transmission mount, everything like that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started on that. I'm gonna go ahead and crawl up in the shed and pull the fenders out. Okay, so I went ahead and dug the two front fenders out of the shed, and what we're going to do now is we're just going to go ahead and clean out the inside of the vehicle a little bit. That way we can look through the wires and figure out which ones are which, so we know which ones to run, because like I said, we're running headlights, marker lights, and fans up and under the fenders here. And what we're probably going to do, we're either going to run the wires through this grommet right here, pop this guy out and run some wires through it. As you can see, there's already some wires ran through there. Or we might try to get to this grommet here, because this one will come out, and run the wires through this one. I'm just trying to find this one because the firewall stops here, so you can't access it through the engine bay, but inside the vehicle it seems to stop before you can access that one as well. So I'm not sure where that one's at, to be honest with you. I don't know if you can see up in there. So we're gonna go ahead and get this cleaned out a bit. That way we can organize these wires and start running them up through there. So we're going to go ahead and remove the heater core and the cabin air filter there, so we can get to those grommets on that side. I was looking on this side. I think it's going to be pretty hard to access this grommet right here for the door, because if you look down in here, the bar that runs right here pretty much connects right there where that grommet's supposed to be. So I don't know if we can get all the connectors and the wires up through there. So I don't know what we're gonna do for this side, but I did notice this little guy right down in here that we might be able to use. So we're just gonna keep on working, start going through these wires, and try our best to figure it out. So we went ahead and we got the heater core out, and it also has the the cabin air filter on that side.
Yeah, we got the blower out as well. It needs to be, both of them needs to be clean.
And that's the blower motor over there. If you want to take that and show them, we got. We can get to the grommet now that we were looking for.
Yeah, that guy right there.
Can you push that out any? You might need a screwdriver or something.
Yeah, I might need a screwdriver for that, but we was either going to go through there or through there. Which either way, I mean, it's fine. As long as it gets it out through there, it's, you know.
Yeah, and I still wasn't able to find.
Did you get that?
So, no, I did, but we did get the grommet out. Oh, here's the little grommet. It was the grommet that was right here, and he just went with a screwdriver through the cabin in there and got it out, so you can see straight into the cabin now. So that's going to give us access on this side to run the wires through and up and under the fenders here for the headlights and fan and marker light. So one step at a time, we got that out. Now we got to figure out how we're going to go about it on this side, because we got to be able to run this light and this turn marker and this fan that's for this side of the car through this side. So that's what we're going to do. And then I'm going to climb in here, go through some of these wires, figure out what is what to get them back into the cabin so we can do that. All right, so he's just going to go ahead and pull out part of the dash over there. That way we can get to that side, because we got wires we got to go pull through over there, and we got to get to those grommets. These are some of the wires that we got pulled through from the engine bay. So we got to go through and figure out which ones are for lights. I think these guys, and then
and that's headlights.
Yeah,
those you're holding. Yeah,
headlights. So these guys, these are some of the guys that are gonna have to go through this grommet here. That way we can run them up and under the fender. So we got to get that done. So we just got some wires to separate, and that's a light as well. Yeah. So these got to go up through there. He's pulling out a vent duct or something over there.
Yeah, this guy right here, you know, we might have to just take that whole bar off.
Yeah, the bar with the steering column mounts to.
We already got it, the dash out, so.
Yeah.
And plus, we need to clean it anyway. Some mice or rat have gotten in here.
We need to clean everything in here. So that might be easiest, honestly. We just pulled the bar out where the steering column mounts.
Yeah.
Because then it gives you access to pretty much everything.
Yeah.
And get some of this wiring out of the way.
Yeah, which I mean.
Yeah.
We just got to get that guy off, and then we can put that down here in the floor.
Yep.
Yeah. Look, we're getting it.
Yeah, so, and I'm not sure that grommet, where we pulled that grommet out, is so small. We might have to take these connectors off and then put them back on to get everything through there.
Let me see that.
Because this is...
Yeah, we can depin them.
Yeah, because this is quite tiny, and I don't know.
Well, I was planning on cutting them and then extending them, because I'm going to have to do that anyways.
Yeah, see, it's just not going to work. So we can cut them or depin them or however we want to do it to get them through. And then once we do that and figure out which ones need to go through, he's going to finish taking that bar off so we can get the grommet out over there. And then we should be on our way to getting the fenders back on. So we'd be one step closer to having the car looking like a more complete car. The other day, we actually didn't record it, but we got these coilovers put on, front and rear. So I don't see for any reason we'll have to take these guys back off. So we're going to go ahead, even if we do smack the fenders back on and we need to work down here, we can. But it shouldn't be too much longer. The reason we're wanting to get this done is because we can get the wires ran up through here for the headlights and stuff. We can go ahead and get what wires need to be in the engine bay pulled back in through the engine bay. So when we get the transmission and we mount the transmission up on the engine, we can drop it in here, figure out where we need to put our motor mounts, tranny mount, and once we have that all mocked up and we get them welded or bolted in or however we're going to do it, we can drop it all in as one piece, get everything wired up, and then it'll really just be an interior game, getting everything ripped out of the interior, because we want to take everything out of the inside, pull this carpet out, and wash the carpet really good, put the carpet back in, put all the interior back together, clean the whole interior so it looks brand new, and yeah, go from there. And we're going to clean up this engine bay some and things like that. But yeah, it's moving along little by little. It shouldn't take us too long. Why haven't you got that pulled out yet, bro?
I'm trying.
Do you need any help?
Nah, I think I can get it. It's just being difficult.
Yeah.
I gotta remember not to do that.
Yeah. All right. Well, Is there anything else I could get started on? I mean, we got our lights and stuff up there already, and all these wires over here need to go back behind the brake booster like we were talking, and we're debating on whether we're going to have to take this brake booster off or not. I don't know if you can see down in there, if I can get the right angle, but right beside the brake booster, right down here, is where these wires are going to run back into the cabin. So I don't know if we're going to have to take that brake booster off or not, but if so, that's no big deal, but we're trying to leave it if we can. And we got some stuff right here we got to deal with. I don't know, I really don't know.
I mean, until we get to start running the wires,
Yeah,
there's really nothing.
there's really not much to do. Alrighty. Yeah.
I mean, and I don't know if you want to keep on doing that or not. And I love this thing, dude.
Yeah, it's a nifty little tool. Oh, I thought that bolt snapped. It's just really short.
Yeah, it's just really short.
Like, geez, that sucks. Which, I mean, should we just leave the wires running through the AC grommet right here out there?
No, we're gonna bring those in.
Okay. I mean, I could take this grommet out and pull those wires in.
Yeah, if you want to do that, that would be a whole lot easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, just grab it and yank it.
Yeah. Well, there we go.
Yeah.
And then I'll go out there and feed all them wires in. That way, we have those out of the way. And we don't have to worry about, let me climb in this thing. That way we don't have to worry about getting, ow.
What?
Jesus, I just shinned myself. Do what?
What?
I just shinned myself.
Oh, I thought you said you shit yourself.
No.
I was like, that's my job, man.
But we can get these wires fed through here. That way we don't have any confusion with wires when we go running these. So it's just kind of hard with one hand, but I should be able to get it. And just like that, we got all the wires through there. So those are out of the way now. I'm going to climb back out of this engine bay, and I believe he's got that bar out of our way so we can start accessing the driver's side. Oh yeah, so it's moving along. These are the set of wires I just tossed through. You found the grommet?
Yeah.
All right, let me go over there and we'll get that one out. Oh goodness. Alrighty.
Are you ready?
Yep. Oh. There it went. Alrighty. So the next grommet is out. I'm gonna put this one up here like I did the other one. I doubt we'll use them again, but
No, I think we will. What I'll do is I'll probably drill through them.
yeah, cut the center out.
Because if you look right here where it's metal,
Yeah,
you don't want it to be in there while the car's moving because the wires will actually get cut.
yeah, they'll rub against there. And
Yeah.
so we can cut the center out of these and stick them back on. That way the wires won't rub on the inside of the metal here. And they should be good to go. So I'm going to leave this up here so we know where it's at. And we should be able to get started now. Alrighty, so this is the bar that we had to take out of the driver's side there. And it's just, well, that's just the bar that goes across the steering column. So the steering column will have somewhere to mount right there.
It'll be right underneath here will be the steering column.
Yeah.
What you want to do is there's one that goes where the radio and thermostat and everything would be
Right.
underneath. There's these two that are up top, which you can see once you take off the full dash.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry I didn't get that, the whole dash taken apart, but it was a mess.
Yeah, the dash was really old, so it was cracking and things like that. But
It was dry rot.
we got another one, so
Yeah. You want to take this bolt off, and then these two nuts off, and they're all 12s.
all 12.
12 millimeters. So.
And that just gives you access. I mean, you can pull this duct work out after that, and that gives you access to the grommets.
Yeah, there's just one nut holding it on.
Yep. And that way, if anyone's watching this with one of these bad girls, and you want to do the same thing, you can. That's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to take that bar out and that duct work out to get to that little grommet where that hole is right there, and that way you can get those wires through there. This one, on the other hand, on the passenger side, if you just take the blower motor out and the
AC,
the cabin air filter and the AC condenser thingy out, you get access to the little grommet that goes right there. So not too much work, probably like 10-15 minutes to get both of those pulled out, and you'll be able to get to those grommets. And then from there you can start going through your wires like I have and just figuring out which ones are for your lights, your markers, your fans, things like that, because those are the ones that you're going to want to run alongside the inside of the fender here, just to keep the engine bay a bit more clean. So we're going to get started on doing that now, and we'll catch back up with you guys here in a second.
Right here, right above the metal piece. If you want to zoom in on this, I know it's probably hard to see, but if you want to figure out which wire you're taking out. And what I like to do is I like to do this right here and still hold on to it, and whenever I push up on it, it just slides it right out.
Right on.
And so just to put it back, you'll put it back in there, and then it'll clip. You'll hear a little click. Yep. So,
and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and take the clips off of the wires that need to go up and under the fenders.
Yeah.
And run the wires through there, and then we can put the clips back on. So that way it'll be much easier. We don't have to worry about trying to fit any sort of connector through the little spot that we're going to run the wires through, and don't have to cut any wires or anything like that. So
which we might have to in the long run.
Yeah, we might have to end up cutting a few. We're not sure. I'm not sure if we're going to get all this done tonight. It is getting dark. We've probably got like 20 minutes or so. And once it's dark, we don't really have any lights out here. And we had some stuff to do today. Everyone had to go Christmas shopping because it's almost Christmas. So,
woo, Christmas.
Yeah, we're going to try our best to get a little bit ran through here, and maybe get one fender on here just to get it covered up. And then maybe tomorrow we can come back out and finish it. So we can do that.
All I had to do was just unplug it right there.
Oh, so that's like a whole harness on, like a loom.
Yeah, it's its own loom. But that's for like grounds, the two fans, which I'm probably just gonna delete one.
Well, you got a mini radiator now.
Yeah, but I need one of them.
Yeah, so you only have to run one.
Yeah.
So really, you could just run the fan through this side.
Yeah.
Or if you're putting the radiator on that side, you run it through that side.
I'm gonna run it on this side because the exhaust is on the other side.
Okay, well, then yeah.
But
Well,
I was
cool.
gonna try to take it through the grommet right here. This guy. I was gonna go ahead and just disconnect all of this.
Yeah.
But I don't want to take all this off.
Right on. Alrighty, so I don't think we're gonna have enough time to get the wires ran through here tonight because it's getting dark. Tomorrow we do have some plans for the Miata. We got something coming for that. We're gonna come out here and we're gonna finish doing this. There's quite a few the wires that we're gonna end up having to cut to get them through because you can't depin them from the connector. And then some of them we can just depin, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. But I don't know if you can tell, but we do have where is it at? We do, yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to turn the camera around like this if I can figure out how to do it. We do have most of the wires ran back through, so we got all that done, which is great. So now all we really have to do is get them ran through the fenders here, and we should be good to go. It's just going to be dark in a few minutes, so we really don't have much time. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and end this video for tonight because it's just about dark. We got a bunch of plans tomorrow for the Miata, so we're probably just going to add this video on with the one we're going to make tomorrow with the Miata. We're going to finish getting the wire tuck started on the Honda, get the fenders back on, and we'll go from there. So this video is probably just going to be added to the one we're making tomorrow, and there'll be a longer video tomorrow. So hope you guys enjoyed and have a blessed day.
Are we about to?
All right, so we're editing our video right now that we were supposed to be putting with tomorrow's video, but I think we've decided to do a part 1 and a part 2 because this one's already 20 minutes long.
Yeah.
So we're just going to do a outro real quick, just let y'all know we're going to do a part 1, part 2. So part 1 will probably be up tonight, it's Saturday, and then part 2 tomorrow or Monday. So yeah, that's what we're going to do, and hopefully you guys enjoy. It's 20 minutes of shenanigans really, but that's really all we had. So
we're not professional whatsoever.
Yeah. Like I said last video, I'm recording all of this on my phone right now, but we're getting there. We got all the wires ran through into the cabin, and tomorrow we're gonna get them up and under the fenders and get the fenders put back on, and plans coming for the Miata tomorrow too, so expect that in part 2 of this video. Is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
All right, see you guys.